I want to talk about this the idea of consistent success. David do not just have one-off success. He was successful in everything he did. That's why the Bible says consistent success. Be it Joseph, Daniel, David, they all have consistent success. And they consistently do well. Why? Listen up, huh? They consistently do well through consistent listening. They listen to God. Consistent listening. Consistent obedience. And consistent reliance on God. Obedient, consistent, the keyword. Consistent. Consistent success equal to consistent obedience, reliance, and listening to God. Every time I realize when I preach about successes, achievement in this world, and I've heard message about this, Last time we were with the Darabang, I always hear the Darabang people, you see David has success, so you must have success, that kind of message. So when you hear all these messages, then you look at yourself, you feel so small. Then you begin to lose heart when you see why I don't have success in the things I do, studies, work, and all, relationship, And then when you lose heart, this is where you go wrong. After you lose heart, you start to work on the success instead of the heart. You start to work on your skills. Refine your skills. You put your focus on getting a degree, upgrading yourself, climb the corporate ladder, and sing well, serve well in the church, learn this and that, become eloquent. Now, you do all these things, nothing wrong, but check the attitude of your heart. Are you focusing on the skill and not the heart? Now, this is where you go wrong. God always wants us to focus on the heart and through the heart touch on the skill. But we go to the skill because we want the success, because we want the outcome, but not going through the heart of obedience, reliance, listening to God, and that's where we fail. And we always have a few success, but we never have consistent successes in our lives. So I began to realize, I have to, when I talk about consistent success, I keep thinking why David could do all this so successful. Because he has cultivated in him a spirit that was always in the mode of consistent listening to God. So he's always praying in the spirit. Pray as he live as he pray, When I study my own life and the life of others, I realize the same thing. I get this great equation, in my life, spiritual equation. I know, every time before I preach a message. Now, when I preach a message, I know how much the Lord wants me to just look to Him. Lord, I cannot do it. But I'm looking to you with fear and trembling in my heart. And as I preach, I want to preach while listening to you. I revere you in my heart. You see, that is the thing that strengthened me. Go through that in you. And I look at really successful people, when you talk about like Eric Liddell, when you're talking about Eric, you look at the way he runs and his attitude and mentalities, he's different from every other sportsman. He has that kind of consistent concern for the glory of God, the consistent reverence in the Lord and for His name. You see the way he runs. You don't just look at the Sabbath thing, that he gave up, during the Olympics and he ran, and break the world record. Now, don't just look at these things. You look at his heart. There is a consistent reverence. No matter what it is, the Lord first. His name first. You look at George Mueller when he prayed. This fella, he just prayed and signs and wonders, just happen. We all want to be him, but there is a consistent trust and dependency in God's faithfulness in this person. So he can kneel down and pray 1 minute and things happen. We can pray for so long and nothing change inside us and outside us, So you must know what is consistent. Not the outward success first. That outward success is always brought about something he has cultivated to be so consistent inside him that in whatever he do, wherever he does, he knows. he get into the mode of listening to God, looking to Him, relying on Him. And that's why I'm training you. Okay,